Cheers. Good afternoon, or morning, or evening, depending on where you're at. Thanks for joining me today. Please type in the chat who you are, where you're at. And I'm going to load up here today's topic, which is reading a lead. So hopefully you can see the screen share. I'm really enjoying the screen shares. Feel free to type in the comments. This was a request, by the way, so that's why I chose this song today. It's not a song that I normally play, but it is a great jazz standard. I think it's Van Heusen and Johnny Mercer, I believe, great lyrics. So if you were the person requested, then this is for you. And you can type in the chat that you requested this. This kind of builds up on my topics from the other day on shell voicings, shell shapes, I call them, 3-note voicings and 4-note shapes, the grip shapes, song analysis, making sure you learn your bass notes on the 6th and the 5th string, and going through this process of figuring out the chords. So here I'm looking at the chords. We've got some extended chords, some altered chords, some bass line movements. So let's talk about all this stuff today. Graham, welcome. Or sorry, Yukon. Jim, welcome. Oh, Graham, there you are. Yeah, Graham and Jim. Thanks, guys, for liking this. I appreciate you joining in. My coffee is getting a little bit low, so hopefully I can make it through this session. This is, again, not a standard that I normally play in my repertoire, so I thought it'd be fun to go through the process with you of learning a tune. So all I'm doing right now is looking at the plain old lead sheet. The melody is something like this. And I thought about you. I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, moon shining down. Oh, that's augmented. Summer town, and with each beam, same old dream. Go up an octave there. I'm just reading through it with a little bit of chord melody style so I could hear the tune. Just demonstrating this. Can you all see my guitar okay here? Yeah, looks like it. Good. Feel free to type in the chat who's here taking roll call. We need a Dave or two. And we need a refill on some coffee. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Long time. Yeah, I'm curious on who requested this song the other day. I didn't have the lead sheet available, but it's a good one. So let's talk about the process of this. This is what I'm going to do, and I'll probably write in some of the chord shapes as well. Some of them. Oh, you did, Graham. Okay, good. Some of them, I kind of would expect you to know if you know the grip shapes, but some of them, like the B flat 7 sharp 11, you don't know if you know that one or not. So let's kind of go through this a little bit together. So let's start off by doing a couple exercises. And don't worry, we're not going to go through the grip shapes or the shell shapes. I know we already talked about all that. But let's do review bass lines. We will, but not the routine. But mainly I want you to let's just dive in. Pretend you already have the grip shapes and shell shapes. Yeah. If not, please review the previous couple live streams that I did recently on my channel. And the PDFs are available too. This should be the link in the description. And there's lots of other stuff. It'll connect you to Patreon, which hopefully most of you looks like already on Patreon. So I'm going to say the note. You don't have to type it in, but you can if you want. I'm going to say the note, you say the number. Okay? 6-string root. Ready? F, you say 1. B flat, you say what? You can even type it in. I'd be very impressed if you could type that fast. So F is 1. B flat is 6. A is 5. D is what? 10. Good. G is what? 3. Good. A flat, 4. Good. G is 3. G is 3. F is 1. It's really just the same chord, just a baseline movement, not even a big deal. You just play G minor 7 the whole way through. That's what I would call for a chord reduction, but it's nice to hear the baseline movement. E minor 7 flat 5. E is open or 12. A is 5. D is 10. D flat is 9. C is 8. Are you with me? Am I going too fast? F is 1. B flat, 6. Good. B flat again, 6. Good. Right now, we don't care whether it's major or minor. We just want to know the bass line. This is what I'm always saying is this is how I practice away from my instrument. I can look at the sheet music and be visualizing in my head what it's supposed to sound like, the chords and where my fingers go. Separately, to learn those shapes, to really have those memorized so you don't have to think about what's a major 7, what's a dominant 7, what's it, So E flat, what number? 11. F 1, G 3, A 5, B flat 6. Good. You see a little diatonic walk up here. That's what I'm often saying too. It's another good study. Just practice walking up the scale. And then B half dim, we've got the 7th fret, 12th fret or 0, 7th fret, 12th fret or 0. A is 12, or I'm on the wrong string. A is 5, A flat is 4. We're staying on the 6th string. G is 3. Don't worry, we're going to stop here in a second. We'll play it. C is 8, and then it kind of goes back on measure 17. So the first half of the song, it's an A-B song form, not an A-A-B-A, just so you're aware. It's kind of a longer song form. So now we just got to make sure you know your chord shapes, and that's what we'll talk about next, is how to reduce some of these chords to the essentials so you don't need to worry about a flat 9. You just play D7. You don't need to worry about a sharp 11. You just play B flat 7, okay? You don't need to worry about the F in the bass. You could just play G minor 7. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So again, now that we have the bass line mapped out, let me check to see the comments. How are you guys doing with the bass line movement? Oh, wow, look at all those numbers. 666. That's a bad sign. How do we come up with 666? Shaking it. 6. Uh-oh. 666 tritone. Tritone was not allowed in the church in the early days, apparently. You can use the tritone interval. Devil's music. The devil's tone is the tritone. That's the other name for it. That'd be a good name for a band, the devil's tone. So, how did you guys do on the bass line? Did you do good? Okay, if you did good, let's do the 5th string root. Ready? I'm just going to look at it here with you. I'm not going to point. 5th string root. Awesome, Carl. Thank you. 5th string root. Exclusively. This is what I do with my students. So today is just a process video lesson, okay? No hot licks, no pentatonics, nothing like that. Well, not yet, at least. All right, we'll see where we go with this. Oh, Eric's on the ball. 8. B flat is 1. A 0. D 5. G 10. A flat 11. G 10. G 10. Well, let's say F in the bass. 8. E 7. Am I going too fast? Oh, look at Eric go. A 0 or 12. D 5. D flat 4. C 3. F 8. Keep going. B flat 1. You don't need to type it in, just say it. B flat 1. E flat 6. F 8. G10, A12. You can see it's walking up. B flat 13 or 1. We'll say 13 because I want that walk up probably like this. I want to walk up the scale because that's a very common thing, a diatonic walk up. B2, E7, B2, E7, A12, A flat 11, G10, and C is 3. How'd you guys do on that one? The 5th string root. Don't worry, we're not going to do it on the 4th string root, but it's a good exercise if you want to learn your notes. Now, just as a quick demo, I'll play the chords, but I'm only going to use grip shapes. Like on that B flat 7 sharp 11, I'm not going to worry about the sharp 11. It's in the melody. The singer's going to sing it. You can help them by playing it. Trip on a train. But I'm not going to worry about it. When you do 3-note shapes, there is no, there's no 5th, there's no sharp 5, or no extensions. So here it is on the 5th string root. We can go back to 6th string, but since we're just on the 5th string, here it is on the 5th string. F major 7. I took a trip. B flat 7. Trip on a train. A7. Open. D7. I'm going to use the shell shape, the grip shape. And I, G7, thought about you. G minor 7 coming up. 10th fret. I'll walk the bass. A7. Little chord melody style. I have to play my own I have to play my own rules. You get this is staying on the 5th string. It's so we want to go to the 6th string. It's hard not to, but this is a little game. It's good practice for you to master just staying on one string. And I would recommend this on other strings as well if you really want to learn your notes, learn arpeggios, whatnot. So hopefully you did well with that. I just stopped right there on the B flat. Let's do this. Let's keep going. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream. Moon shining down some little town. I'm approximating the melody on this song. With each beam. Oh, I switched to the 6th string. Who caught me? I'm sure one of you did. Graham, you probably did. A is 12. A flat is 11. G minor 7. 10. C7 down to 3. Wow, I really got to stick to my rules. Okay, so that was all exclusively on the 5th string. Now let's go on. Let's do it on 6th string. We're going to learn the song really well by doing this, and then we can mix and match. This is a great little game to play. I do it with all my students just whenever we play songs, just to make sure they know their bass notes, they see the chord, and they know their roots, where the possible roots, and then, of course, the chord quality. Major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, flat 5, and then the dim 7 if you have one. We're not even doing any subs. It's all just face value. F is 1. B flat 7. Trip on a train. A7. D7 10. This is only on the 6th string. We're just playing the game. And I thought about you. Okay. Stay only on the 6th string. G minor 7. I'm going to walk the bass. Just G minor 7. I put the F in the bass. That's all. It's really just B flat / F. That's a good trick. And then E open. A7. D10. Tritone sub. We'll talk about that. And F is 1. B flat is 6. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars. 11. A winding stream. Walk up diatonic. A minor 7. A B flat major 7. What's the words? Moon shining down. A lot of moving when you're doing this all on one string, but that's okay. That's a good exercise still. Let's finish the song out. Now you choose. This is what I would recommend, is you choose where you want to go. Mix and match the 6th string and the 5th string root, okay? At every stop that we made, oh, I thought about you. I'm kind of mixing and matching. I'll go up to 10 here. Then I really felt blue. 11. Peeked through the crack and looked at the track. I'm going back to you. I did a 3-note voicing. What did I do? 3-note shell voicings. I thought about, do the night and day ending. Hopefully you know this. You. Lydian ending. Pentatonic, which one? For the Lydian? For F major? 7 sharp 11, which minor penta? What's the trick? Go down a half step. E minor penta. It's super easy. Just go down a half step. That's the hack. If you want that Lydian flavor for the ending chord. Did you all know, get the night and day ending? So common to do that on a ballad, to extend it and really make it go somewhere. When the vocalist would go, I thought about you. You know what I'm saying? So just remember the night and day trick there, that ending. I'm always talking about that from my previous lessons. I know all of you have been here. B minor 7 flat 5, just go straight to the tritone. We're in the key of F, so the tritone is B, and then you just walk it down chromatically. You. And then you can do major 7. Yeah, Graham, I've seen that before as well. The B half dim, that's the night and day trick. So what Graham just said, a lot of charts start on the B minor 7 flat 5 instead of the 1. So that's a beautiful, it's a sub essentially, this B half dim. Because here's F major 6. A lot of charts might just say F major 6, by the way, but you can put the tritone. And that's that Lydian. So that B minor 7 flat 5. Okay. Great trick. How did you guys do on that? I guess this is a short lesson today, huh? Any comments? I kind of like that B minor 7 flat 5 as a start chord too, though. Let's check it out. So you play B half dim at the beginning. Chord melody. I'm up high. Maybe I'll do the little cliche. This, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like this, or maybe. Pretty fun chord melody too. I'll post a chord melody, of course, on Patreon for this. But let's also, well, since we're at it, just reading the lead sheet. Aren't there any questions on the chords at all? Again, as Graham had mentioned, some charts will actually show B half diminish on the first chord of each section, the A and the B section. So it's actually going, I took a trip on a train. I'm not sure about the A dominant. Let me see another fake book. Oftentimes I like to cross-reference different fake books. Yeah, it is a dominant. It's really kind of bluesy. And I thought about you. for this A7 flat 9, I like a sharp 5. Flat 9, sharp 5. They go really well together. Which harmonic minor scale? This is a quiz here. Which harmonic minor scale would you play? Oh, Yukon, take care. Happy birthday to your wife. Which harmonic minor if you have an A7 flat 9? Or for that matter, D7 flat 9? That just kind of helps telling you that play the harmonic minor scale. That's essentially what the chart says. Because a melody might not contain the flat 9. The B flat is not the flat 9 on the D chord on the word and here. Sorry, I'll go back to the cursor here. This is D7, right? I'm looking at a different fake book here just to show you. This fake book, that doesn't show no D7 flat 9. So again, you got to be careful. Don't get too carried away with playing extensions, alterations in your comping, because you can easily, I'll just say it politely, mess up a vocalist. If you're playing flat 9s, sharp 5s, flat 5s, sharp 5s, flat 12s, and flat 17s, if you do all those extensions and get carried away, you can really easily mess up the singer by giving them fake notes, false information, fake news, I guess they call it. So really be careful about your choice for comping. I would recommend simplify 3-note shapes like this. Like right here on that C, this last chord where I just stopped on that C7 there. Who can tell me what degree is a singer singing the A note? What degree is that in relation to C7? Graham says A flat 7 instead of D7. I think I missed you on something, Graham. Sorry. A flat 7 on D7. Not sure what you mean. Tell me a measure. The 6. Yeah, actually, Eric, it's the 13. You want to call it the 13 because it's a dominant chord. So this goes back to my previous lesson the other day on altered and extensions. If the chord is a dominant 7, then the 6 needs to be called a 13. Otherwise, you might think it's a major, but you want that flat 7 in there. So yeah, you got to be careful there. Like you wouldn't play a C7 sharp 5 flat, which is also a flat 13, right? You wouldn't do this. You're the singer singing this. I mean, I hope you wouldn't. So that's why I'm saying is you got to be really careful about what dominant chord you choose, especially dominants. You're kind of safer with major and minor because most likely you're not going to be extending, you're not going to play alter notes. Graham, measure 2, B flat 7. Is that what you mean? B flat 7? Where am I? Oh, A7. Oh, A7 to D7. Yeah, A7 to D7 to G7. And this is an alteration on that D7 on that second measure that Graham's talking about. That's a D7 with the flat 13 or sharp 5 again. They wrote it as a B flat on this. So this note right here, you want that would be D7 sharp 5 or flat 13, and then the A, the natural 5. So again, you're really safe just doing a 3-note shell voicing. But the flat 9, that's totally not necessary. And again, it's going to vary from lead sheet to lead sheet. I mean, you can have fun, but an experiment. And I like to do that myself, especially when soloing. But if I'm comping in general, especially behind myself singing, I want to help myself as much as I can. I need all the help I can get for singing in key. and I'm going to give myself the chord. I'm going to give myself the chord that contains a melody note. So on the F, that's B flat 7, sharp 11, or flat 5. Trip on a train. And we're here. Ready for this? And I'm up an octave, but it helps me hear the melody. And then on this part here, that's the 9. So I'm going to play G9. Thought about you. And that A flat, that's actually the 6 or the 13, or the F, sorry. What note is that F? Yeah, the F is the 13. So I could just do this, or here, and then back to G. G minor 7. I passed up. That's really extended. That's a D minor tri. That's G minor 11, basically. And then this is beautiful chromatic. That's the 11. This is great for chord melody style again, like this. And then E minor with the 11, like Stella. Stella. So that's E minor, or you could do it here. That could also just be G minor 9, and then A7. And they put a flat 9 there, which is just saying it's kind of darker. And that's in the other book as well. I'm cross-referencing a few different fake books. That little chromatic is a very big part of the motif. The 4, the da da da, and it's right here, da da da, and it's here. So it's all these different locations. This motif, right there, this beautiful melody. And then listen to it here on G minor. Here it is. Let's see, and then here's very nice motivic use here of these concepts. Great for, learning melodies is so important. So again, I'm just talking about right now, I'm mainly talking about how to choose the chords, both on a really basic level, like I just showed you, just comping through using 3-note shell voicings, which is always safe. And I thought about you. You can still get the bass line. A little chord melody. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, winding stream, moon shining down. And if I want the melody on that, I hit the 13. Let's finish it out. And see, now this time around, I'm going to give myself 4-note shapes. That way I can get some of the melody notes. Listen, flat 9. Or sorry, sharp 5. See, I looked at the chart. It says flat 9, but it should be D7 sharp 5. Oh, I thought about you. Nice little chord melody, like actually this. And like and I really felt blue. There I'm just demonstrating 4-note grip shapes, creating chord melody instantly by kind of analyzing what chord shapes. This is kind of what I call melodic comping. C minor 11, F7. Then maybe I'll do tritone sub. B flat 7, flat 5. So I go this. Let me see what this book says. I like that tritone sub. Yeah, that doesn't say tritone sub. But right here, really felt blue to go D minor 7, D flat 7, C minor 7, and then a little color here, B7 flat 5, because that F melody note can hold through like this. C minor 11, B7 flat 5. Then peek through the crack. So I just went up here so I could grab the melody. It's harder to get here. And then D minor, B minor 7 flat 5 with the E, that's the 11, B7 sharp 11, totally unnecessary because the melody is on the 3rd. So let's see what this book says. Oh, they put it too. So, but it works because it's tritone sub. Essentially, it's a sub for the E7, and that contains that note there, the E. And then what did I do? Let's see if they put any altered chords there. Yeah, they have it on the other chart here. Again, I'm just looking at what's called the real book. We all know on the bottom line. What did I do? They wrote A, D, G, C, F. That's 3, 6, 2, 5. But on this lead sheet here that I'm posting, what did I do? Chromatic. 13. Thought about you. Sus. And then maybe on the 9. Little Vince Guaraldi style. He loved ending on that 9. He would also do this. Great tune. Graham, beautiful choice. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, I really appreciate the this stuff. You guys got to choose some more songs. Let's do it. Right now. Let's do it. I'm going to do a live stream coming up pretty soon to promote my new ukulele channel on Patreon, my new community. So tune in for that if you're a ukulele player. We're going to go through Gypsy Jazz today, 101, minor swing. Oh, Jeffrey, thanks. I'll learn it. It's a hard song. I don't know. I'm not so good at singing songs with arpeggios. I'd rather just sing songs with one note, kind of a, like how Satchmo sang All of Me. And he'll sing, all of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see? Baby, I'm no good without you. I take these lips, I want to lose them. I don't remember songs anymore. They all I just fake it. Oh, Polka Dots and Moonbeams. That's a beautiful song. Eric, didn't you request Everything I Love? No. Everybody I Love? No. What's that Cole Porter song? I Love Everybody? No, I forgot. Everything. Can't remember these songs. See, told you, Graham, I can't remember song titles. All right, let's do Polka Dots and Moonbeams. Yes, every time we say goodbye. Let's do that one. I remember songs by numbers, if that's what you mean. Theory. I mean, I wish I had perfect pitch. I don't. So if you said, what degree does Days of Wine and Roses, start on? I say, does that leap of the 6th degree? And it goes to the 3rd of the chord. I don't know what key I'm in, but the days. I'm in the standard key, lucky. The days of wine and roses. Ba-da-dee-da-dum. And then I'm thinking minor 4, da da dee da dum, 3, da da da, 6, da 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 dum, 2 5 to the. So a lot of theory, Graham, to answer your question, how do I memorize songs? And I also try to invest time in choosing songs that I really have somewhat of a connection to that I like. So like another song, Chorus, you all know, is Fly Me to the Moon. And that song I always demonstrate because that's all about the thirds. This. Fly me to the moon. I demonstrated a different song. I think I was playing All Things You Are. Fly me to the moon. Let me play the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, then you can fill out the chord. So with the chord, it just goes around the cycle. Diatonic. 2 5. So that's another good trick. Even though I was just messing up all the changes, I played in different keys. But to think about the melody, what degree it starts on in relationship to the chord, and then also separately the bass line movement of a song. And then you can play it in any key. Shouldn't matter what key you played in. Because if I said play me 1 6 2 5 in the key of B flat, you're going to do this. 1 6 2 5 1. Now if I said play me 1 6 2 5 in the key of D flat, you go 1 6 2 5 1. You know, then you can play a song like Blue Moon. You know what I'm saying? You played in any key, it shouldn't matter. B flat. So that's how I memorize songs, is by the chord progression. Eric, you chose a song. I already do have it on Patreon. Let me see if I... Oh, it says private, though. Maybe I didn't put it on Patreon. Maybe I meant to. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to hide the tabs. You guys don't care about the tabs. But this one goes like this. Beautiful song, too. Key of F. Great key today. I'm going to hide the tabs so you don't see it. Oh, let me show you something, though, for those of you who are still just getting used to sound slice practice videos, which I always share on Patreon. By the way, quick plug, if you're not on my Patreon for some reason, but I see all your names here, but maybe there's someone else not watching. Join me on Patreon. Did it? Someone just left, I think, too. They're like, I don't want to hear him say that. Not going to join Patreon. So I'm sharing this, but check it out. You can get rid of the tabs. Because why do I want to get rid of tabs? We all love tabs. Tracy, leave the tabs. Because I want you to learn to read the music. No, well, kind of. But you can also play it in different places on the fretboard. When you read tabs, you're kind of, a lot of, people think, oh, I have to play it in this one spot every time. But not true. Oh, sorry, I was in the wrong key. Or here. So again, you don't, but I understand that many of you don't read the music, and that's why I always put tabs for you on all of my lead sheets to give you an option. Sometimes I'll just put it in open position, but sometimes I'll really, if it's a trickier melody, I'll consider where I would want to finger it. So I'm going to hide the tabs right now because all we care about today is just chords. So basically, you're just looking at the lead sheet now with me. Let's put it in this view. And the chart here just says F. I'm going to load it up. I'm going to load it up. I'm going to load it up. I'm going to open it up on my real book because I always like to cross-reference some chords because I'm sure Graham will say, well, can you play a B minor 7 flat 5? Yeah, that's a cool sub. Let's try it out. There's always subs, tritone subs. Then sometimes it's nice to know those options. All right, so let's do this song. We might skip some of the process of the bass notes because it seems like everybody's got their bass notes down pretty well. And I'm hoping that you can see that it's 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5 of the 6, descending cliche on the 6, 3, 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5. And I've got it here just to cross-reference again some of the changes. This is a song I don't play often. I know it's associated with Wes Montgomery, but there's too many good songs. And then the B section, check this out, modulates from F to A major. There's that's called the chromatic mediant relationship, the major third. We talked about that already with the Giant Steps lesson, Have You Met Miss Jones? We're in the key of A major. You can also think of it as a triad. Another song that does that is La Mer, Beyond the Sea. Charles Trenet modulates to A, and then it goes to C major. Does this go to C major? No, but there's a modulation, or sorry, turnaround 1, 6, 2, 5. I have a feeling I didn't post this yet on Patreon. I think I need to do that. I'm looking because usually I don't see this stuff. The stems are facing the wrong direction. I usually correct all of this stuff too. And this is wrong. This should be A minor 7. So I have a feeling I didn't post this song yet. So thanks, Eric. You just gave me more work to do. You guys on Patreon members, you'll be seeing both Polka Dots and Moonbeams and I Thought About You, two beautiful ballads in the key of F, the standard keys. So 1625, and I'm looking at here on the fake book. This is a Van Heusen Johnny Burke tune. 1625, 3625, but to the relative minor. And then 3625, you can do tritone sub, and then it modulates to the key of A. And you bet 1625. 3625. 3 is just a sub for the 1. Kind of a deceptive cadence almost. So then 1625, and then 3625 back to F. How brilliant. Super easy to memorize, right? Please say yes. I'm going to check the comments. Did I lose everybody? Well, Graham, I'll do a chord melody arrangement of I Thought About You. I'll explore that a little bit further. Today is just a little bit more of a general lead sheet day. We're just reading lead sheets together and talking about things that come up. I'm answering your questions, and I'm figuring out some new things too because I don't play these songs, so that's good. How about Baby Baby All the Time? Is that Britney Spears? Baby Baby All the Time. I'm not sure about that song. But I'm always cool to checking out new songs. So remind me, send me a link or something. Carl. Eric says 165. Absolutely. Graham says the melody. Yeah, we already talked about that. Okay, good. All right, let's do this and play through it once and see what comes up. And by the way, I know I can't really do this on live stream because YouTube kind of messes with the music. But what I like to do is I actually like to put on the click track and the count in, and I let the melody get played by sound slice like this. Then I play the chords for practice to make sure I can do it in time. I'll just demonstrate anyways. Lovely chord. Yeah, this one makes a really easy chord melody, actually. It's like it just lays really well. And then 9. Maybe I do this. Do tritones up. G minor 9, maybe minor 9, major 7. Add some colors in the second time. So lovely chord melody. Good choice, Eric. This song really would make a sweet chord melody. Pretty easy. What about the B section? I know I said we weren't going to do this today. I'll do this on a process video on Patreon, I promise. I'm just kind of doing a rubato. Is it dominant or minor? Let's see what the other books say. The other book says F sharp minor 7, B7. This one says, I'm going to have to cross-reference a little bit there on that last phrase there. This one says F sharp minor 7, and then G minor 7 to C7. So there's just a little bit of different changes right here, because I'm not sure. I'll have to double check maybe some recordings. Maybe check out Wes. F sharp minor 7, B7, and then G minor 7, 11, C7 flat 9. Anyways, it really makes a nice chord melody, but this is a questionable measure right here. It would be easy to think 3 6 2 5. That 1, if it's an A, is a pivot. It's the 1, like we've been doing 1 6 2 5 for that whole B section, but then it goes 3 6 2 5 back to F. So that would be nice, and you could do whatever you want ultimately. But that would be. Sorry. And back to lastly. So, anyways, that's just talking about chord melody. Different. It's going to vary from lead sheet to lead sheet, fake book to fake book too. So you just want to check out some recordings and check out different fake books. Even check out iReal Pro. I don't have my phone with me, but see what iReal Pro says for that turnaround from the B section to your last A section. But here it is, just with chords. Just if you want to play through it once with me. And I chose C9 here because I noticed the melody note is a 9. I'm not going to play flat 9 because I don't want to mess with the singer. Guard. So, a country dance was being held in the garden. Grip shapes would just be this. Felt a bump in her. And this could be a flat 9 because it's leading us to a minor. It could be a sharp 5 because it's leading us to a minor, but they're playing it safe by just playing A7 here. And the other fake book, it just says A7 too. And then D minor, hopefully you know this cliche. And I'm just barring across like this. That's just parallel side slipping, and that book says that also. So 9 notes, A minor, dream. A flat 7. I'm adding tritone sub. G minor 11. F sharp 9. Sharp 11. So here, instead of a 3, 6, 2, 5 proper turnaround, I went A flat, G, G flat, or F sharp if you want to call it that. Turnaround. Holding that melody note while the singer is singing that note. Dream. Second ending. Let's just keep playing through it. G minor 7, C9, F6, or F major 7. 2, 5 to A. 3, 6, 2, and right here, this note, if I saw this note for the singer, I would play B minor 11, because that's 11. So I'd do this. Chromatic. I am playing a little bit of chord melody, and this is our questionable measure here. I'm just going to do A minor. I'm going to do A7. Can't go wrong with dominant cycle. It just sounds bluesy. Joe Bassett does that too. If you this would be a sharp 9. It would clash. It kind of probably should be minor because it's like a 4/3 suspension. If you know what I'm saying. This little lick there, like this. You all know that tune? Usually, I guess a key. I'm trying to think of what key. But this is. So anyways, just kind of again going through this for the first time. Really, I don't play this song either, but you've probably heard Wes Montgomery play it, classic versions. So I think that's about it for today. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Any other comments? Bobby Troop, Carl Troop. Yeah. There's some other versions of that too. Anyways, I'm not sure what. I'll have to check out the how about baby all the time, or baby all the time. Share that one with me. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Tune in the ukulele if you are into playing the uke at all. Gypsy Jazz Uke. I'm going to share some tricks. Have a good one.